What's going on, fellow Illumineers? Welcome back in. I'm Lorcana Thanos, the Mad Titan of the Illuminary, and happy Halloween. So, with it being Halloween, we are going to do something fun today. We are going to celebrate Disney villains. So, from one villain to all the rest of you, happy Halloween. But before we dive in, the giveaway is still going on. This is going to be the last few days of it. And this Friday, November 1st, we will pick our winner for the giveaway. So, if you want to find out more about that and enter, click the card right up here and enter into the giveaway. But on to the list. Alright, so here we are on Dreamborn.ink going over House of Villains, a Amber Amethyst list, 60 cards. It is just over $100 at 101.42. So pretty good for a fun budget deck. So we look at our chart. We have 48 Inkables, which means 12 non-Inkables. Pretty good for this type of deck. So let's check out that list. All right, so we have 44 characters, and what we are aiming to do is run as many of the villains as possible. So let's check out what we got. So first off, we have 4 copies of the Queen Regal Monarch, 4 copies of Chernobog's Followers, Creatures of Evil, so Quest and Banish to draw, pretty good. 3 copies of Ursula Vanessa as a singer, 4 Madame Instinct for bouncing, 2 Gaston to reduce cost, 2 copies of the Queen of Hearts, Wonderland Empress. It was very hard making this where I wasn't at 3 or 4. Ideally, you want to be at 3 or 4. The space was really tight. I was trying not to go over 60. Ideally, you need her at 3 or 4 because what she does is that whenever she quests, your other villain characters gain an additional lore pip this turn. So really, she should be at 4. So if you want to make adjustments or go up to 62, that would be perfectly fine. 4 Madam and Fox and 2 Maleficent Sorceress. 1 Hades Lord of the Underworld for recursion from our discard. 2 Ursula Eric's Bride. 2 Jafar Keeper of Secrets. 3 copies of the Queen Commanding Presence. Fantastic card. 2 copies of Yzma Scary Beyond All Reason. So she's pretty cool. So when you play her, shuffle another chosen character into that player's deck, and then that player draws 2 cards. That pairs very nicely with Jafar Striking Illusionist. So shift 5 Evasive is going to be on this guy, or we hardcast him for 5. And then obviously, while he's exerted, whenever you draw, you gain lore equal to what you drew. We have Ursula C. Witch Queen, fantastic card. 4/7, shift 5. Whenever she quests, exert chosen character, and other characters can't exert to sing songs. That is perfectly fine. So we have 2 copies of Hades, King of Olympus. He's a non-inkable 8 cost. That's a 6/7, just for 6. That has 1 lore pip and says this character gains an additional lore pip for each other villain you have in play. So you are obviously running a bunch of villains, so he should get very big. While we only have the 1 shift target, you should be able to go long enough in the game where you have other ways to kind of stall and get to that point. And you can always pretty much win with Jafar if you have to. And then 1 Chernobog Evildoer to shuffle stuff back from your discard into your deck. Moving on, we have 2 Gather Knowledge and Wisdom, just to gain 2 lore. Wanted to keep the uninkable count down as much as I possibly could, so that is why that is at that number. So we have 12 songs, 4 copies of the Bare Necessities to get rid of non-character cards from our opponent's hand, 4 friends on the other side to draw 2 cards, 2 copies of Look at This Family. This is primarily just to find characters, and then obviously 2 copies of Second Star to the Right to draw 5, which pairs, of course, with Jafar. So we have 2 locations, the Queen's Castle. I know you might want to run more, or you might want to run the library, typical Amethyst location type stuff. But I feel like it's fine. Like, we have enough ways to gain lore with this deck that I felt 2 was fine. Plus, it's thematic for villains. And there you go. That is the list. Happy Halloween. And there you have it. That's going to do it for today's video. Be sure to let me know down below what you thought. And I would really appreciate it if you would give me one of these. It's super impactful in helping the YouTube algorithm help this video find other Lumineers like yourself. If you enjoyed the Lorcana content here on the channel and you want to see more, do me a massive favor and tighten smash that subscribe button and click that bell so you get notified of when I upload new videos every Tuesday and Friday. As always, you can follow me on the artist, formerly known as Twitter, on X, at Lorcana Thanos. Thanks for watching, and I think you might enjoy these. So check out what else I have here on the channel, and remember, the hardest choices require the strongest wills. Bye!